Macomb County officials hosted a grand opening ribbon cutting of the new county-wide communications center, COMTEC. County Executive Mark Hackel, along with Sheriff Anthony Wickersham and Emergency Management Director Vicki Walber, all expressed pride in how multiple county agencies and private contractors work together to build a technologically advanced communications center for the entire region.
Is by far the greatest, latest technology than anywhere in this entire country. And we have that right here in Macomb County. And sometimes I think it goes unheard when you talk about what happens. As Tony was mentioning, the number of dispatchers and the people that do that work, having been one, they're now going to be taking over 500 million calls in this facility on a yearly basis. And if you notice, you don't hear too many problems or issues in Macomb County, because they're doing their job and they're doing it effectively and they're doing it right. Oftentimes when something goes wrong, we hear about it, it becomes a news media sensation. But the dispatchers that do that job day in and day out are the lifeline when people call in on 911. And that's what this is all about, making sure people get the proper service necessary. And in Macomb County, we've just enhanced that tenfold. So I am proud of this facility, proud of all of those that have been a part of this, and I'm glad that we are seeing Macomb County moving forward with the technology that we have here today. So with that being said, let's cut the ribbon. Thank you very much.
Touted as the nation's first and largest communications and technical operations center of its kind, COMTEC combines the efforts of 4 county agencies all under one roof. Mark Hackel explains what all is involved at COMTEC.
COMTEC, just the name itself, really gets the understanding of what this facility is, a communication technology center. It fully integrates communications from Department of Roads, emergency management, as well as our dispatch and fire services in the county. And it's all based upon technology, so our IT services are even housed here. This was a 25,000 square foot facility that was repurposed from the Department of Roads. And in fact, the repurposing of it, we realized, you know what, there's a tremendous opportunity to find some funding or money to bring together those, I guess, independent silos in county government, from the roads, emergency management, and the sheriff's department, under one roof to provide dispatching services. And with the technology, we could really provide a better service. So we realized the money we had available was about $13.3 million project. We went after some of the funding, grant funding. $9 million of it was grant funding, so about 70% of it was from outside sources. And as a result, we started with about a 7-month process of start to finish. And we are on time, under budget here in Macomb County with this facility. And the capabilities are absolutely incredible. It was built for the needs of the county, meaning the county's existing infrastructure and the support that we had for the agencies that we supported. But we also realized there were going to be municipalities that wanted to join on board as well. So we built it for the future, meaning if they decided they wanted to. Clinton Township was one of the larger townships in the county that immediately said we want to be a part of what's going on here with this COMTEC facility, even before the doors open. As well as the city of Sterling Heights, one of the largest cities, not only in Macomb County, but in the state of Michigan, decided to join on board as well, and we'll be doing the dispatching for them in 2014. So I have a feeling within the next 4 or 5 years, we'll probably have 90% of the entire county having all their dispatching operations communications out of this facility here in Mount Clemens.
COMTEC was designed and built to not only centralize Macomb County operations, but also to be able to provide dispatching services to any jurisdiction in the county at this new location. Centralized dispatching offers a great benefit to emergency services and to residents of Macomb County.
If you think about coordinating of services, just think about Department of Roads and the Sheriff's Department right now. They had separate entities and they didn't really communicate with one another. By having them in the same house now working together, if we have an accident at a corner of, let's say, Metro Parkway and Van Dyke, now what we do is we light up that intersection, because part of the technology the Department of Roads has is having cameras, and we're going to have about 300 different intersections in Macomb County. Every major intersection in Macomb County is going to have this camera system that was bought and paid for from federal funds and federal highway. Nobody else in the state of Michigan has this technology on the cameras in the intersections that we do here in Macomb County. So our Department of Roads went after that funding. So now, when there is an incident, the dispatchers that are going to be sitting in a room alongside them, have them light up that intersection. They can give pre-arrival instructions to the officers that don't have that capability. They're going to be the eyes of those officers saying, hey, there's cars in the middle of the intersection. Rather than relying on that 911 caller, they're going to see it real time and be able to give those instructions to those that are responding for emergency services, the fire, EMS, as well as the police.
Sterling Heights emergency dispatching operations will move to and be handled by COMTEC in mid-2014.